Hello, MonstersAbound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 6 of my Taurox, the Brass Bull campaign. Last time we killed Carl. Did we kill Carl? I feel like we killed Carl. We killed Carl. Hurrah! Carl is dead. And what was I doing next? Oh, I was killing Luon, wasn't I? That's right. Kill Carl, then kill Luon, and then the world is at peace. Or at least they won't, you know, start confederating the shit out of everything. Fingers crossed? I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know if they will or not. I guess we'll find out. I have done some renames. We've now got Morty Blood Drinker there because, of course, Morty is the name I always give to our second horde. Because, of course, normally you start with a second horde, right? Because this is a mod, obviously we didn't. But Beastmen normally start with a second horde, and they always start with... I can't even remember his name because I always just call him Morty, because basically all I do is just drag him on adventure, because all he's doing effectively is just building up horde growth, and usually by himself. So I always call him Morty because we just drag him on our adventures, and sometimes he dies, and I don't really care if he does or not, and we can always replace him if he does. I've also, you'll be glad to know, actually done so. We've got Al Gorbel there. That's good. I've got Dave, Mark, and Jeremy. They're the Cygors. I thought that worked out quite nicely. I've got Muta heads. Yeah, well, if you like that one, you like this one. And then Couronne. It worked better in my head. And then when I wrote it down, it didn't really work, but then I didn't really have anything else to go with it, so that's what we've got. And no one gave me names for shamans. Everyone was like, I want a Gorbel. Fuck's sake. And which is fine, you know, that's fine, but we've only got so many Gorbels to go around, so let's go and burn down Marienburg again. We'll just do that. God, my harpies, I've only just recruited them. Never mind. I should have got Morty in here, shouldn't I? And I didn't. Never mind. Okay, let's do that and repair. I feel like we're going to lose our harpies a lot. I feel like that's just because something's going to happen. Every single time we auto-resolve anything, our harpies are going to get their ass kicked. I don't really care about Chaos Spawn, to be honest. Not really interested. Just going to wait for the horde growth to go through. Right, we need to hit Couronne. It does have a nasty garrison, but it's a Bretonnian garrison, so it's not realistically that nasty. You know, we can deal with it. Campaign movement range faction wide is now going to be quite useful. Merciless beyond measure is good. We'll grab that, especially now that we're sort of like, you know, hemorrhaging cash every turn. Not you, Mutalica. Honest to God, what I want you to have. What can you have? Primal instincts. Sure, 67 melee attack, 603 weapon strength. That works. And we don't even really have any decent like items. We haven't really picked up much stuff, which is a bit of a shame. But I'm sure we will pick up. You know what we could do? We can actually get another Gorbel. But none of that's particularly good. I mean, the tough might be okay. Fleet-footed's a bit meh. Confident, I don't really care. Tough. I mean, the extra melee defense and armor is not the worst. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Maybe I'll just hold off and see if we can get something else. Couronne, do you want to come over here? Such a terrible name. Just do some scouting for us. Okay, they've got quite a few armies, but that's because they confederated with Artois. Is it? Okay. But that's okay. We can work through that. Just gonna mean killing a lot more people, and that's what we're good at. Killing people, that is. Okay, they didn't really seem to do much, but that's fine by me, because we are going to skedaddle up, because I need to burn down this place, because it's bound to be one of like the main settlements for Luon. So if I can destroy it, then it's gonna reduce his strength considerably, reduce his ability to recruit units, all that kind of stuff. Oh god, our harpies took such a beating. Motorhead, you want to go into this army? We've got you over here. I just want to bring you I mean, actually, it looks like Couronne has a few more armies. I don't know who they're at war with. Who are they at war with? Because I can never be allied with them, so I can't. Or non-aggression with them. Okay, they're at war with the Skull Smashers, the Mambalite tribe, and the Scaling. So... where's the Mambalite tribe now? Okay, so they've just got massive oracles, so they're not nearby. They're not really going to run interference. It's going to be tough because they're going to resettle like a bugger, which is basically what the AI does. I don't know, I probably complained about this last time, but in Warhammer 1, people complained that they'd go to the Empire and it'd be like a raised wasteland because the AI never resettled. So they changed it so the AI resettles stuff, and then of course the problem is that you don't have any impact because by the time you've actually kind of like you burn something. I mean, they've just resettled Marienburg. Really destroyed that the other turn. It's like, what? God damn it, guys. Okay, let's get in there. I mean, that looks it looks quite nasty, but actually it should be pretty easy for us to go in there and kill everyone because they've just got cavalry, which are terrible in sieges. Let's just do some raiding. And peasants who are just terrible. So I'm fairly sure it's an insult to lob explosive cows at Minotaurs, but that's what they're doing. Just big old explosive cows at Minotaurs. I mean, that's basically family they're chucking at us. Absolute bastards. So we're going to burn down their stupid little town. Already, these guys not very happy. Indeed. And here come the Harpies. And this is why I've got the Harpies, because they can do this. And that's basically going to be the enemy missile units out of commission. And the gate's down. Of course it is, because they're Minotaurs and gates mean nothing to... Oh, Jesus. Knocked into a puddle face down. That's got to be a bit of an insult. Here comes a bunch of Grail Knights, the elite of the Bretonnian army, infantry. And let's see how they do. Are they going to... Nope, they are not doing very well at all. They are going down very quickly. Holy crap. And in come Pegasus Knights. They're going to try and stop us as well. More Knights charging in. And I mean, at least it's not state troops, right? We've seen how we deal with state troops, and it's pretty brutal. But look how quickly these Knights are just getting torn to shreds. Like, not even close. The Harpies, having devoured everyone on the walls, now flapping over to see if we can maybe attack those field trebuchets. But to be honest, there's quite a lot of cavalry down here. And while our Minotaurs can tear through them, the beautiful flying ladies might have less luck. Knights of the Realm charging in, and oh, they actually managed to take down a Minotaur. Good job, guys. I mean, as soon as the Minotaurs then, start hitting you, you are going to go down very quickly. The Cygors have taken down up one of the walls finally, and they're chucking boulders at our unit. I mean, all it's done really is allow the Knights to manage to escape somehow. I was hoping to make a breach in the wall before my Minotaurs reached it, but frankly my Minotaurs smashed down the gate and killed everyone inside the city before the Cygors could take down a section of walls. So, I think I might need more Cygors if I'm going to do that. Or I can just keep the Cygors on to chuck rocks at shit because it's quite funny, and the flappy ladies can then deal with the missile units. Minotaurs can just kill everyone else. I mean, that's, Jesus, they just go down so fast. I mean, it's not even like the two-handed ones. This is just the bog standards. More Grail Knights charging in. We're going to debuff them with Withering, so they reduce their armour. I mean, not that we really need much. I mean, look how fast they go down. It's not even close. Some more knights just desperately throwing themselves in, trying to fend off the Minotaur horde, but it's just too little, too late. That you would need a lot more knights to stop this many Minotaurs. I think it's safe to say that was absolute carnage. Yeah, knights apparently not great at killing Minotaurs. Never mind. I'm going to take all their money. Thanks very much. Ooh, hello. Hello, a little gift of chaos there. I don't mind if I do. And Mooterhead has got a Beret Shaman Familiar, which is good for him. We've got some stuff. That's nice. Right, now, you do not... Right, horde building costs. I'm not particularly interested in how much it costs. I want regeneration. I want Taurox to have regeneration, because that sounds pretty good. For me, I mean, for no one else. Everyone else is going to have a terrible fucking time. So, let's... I'm tempted to get Lightning Strike, but we've got Ambush Attack, so it's sort of not... Don't really need it. The hero capacity for Gaubles, though, and recruit rank. It is tempting. But none of that's very good. So maybe not. Vigor loss reduction could be quite nice. I was looking at Merciless Beyond Measure, wasn't I? I think I'm going to go Primal Instincts. Because I want to get them all weapon strength, I think is what I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm aiming for. Let's get Occam's Mind Razor, because that's already... I mean, you just drop that on Minotaurs, and they just... They just do. I don't think your army's strong enough yet, but you are getting there. You are getting there. You are probably going to have like some Gauls and stuff in your army because why not? Al Gorbel is going to have the Unrelenting Warhead, and Mooterhead is going to have Savage Dominion because we can summon a Cygor. I'm kind of wondering, do we get rid of Dave, Mark, and Jeremy, or maybe we put them in Immorti's army? Because my thinking was, we can make holes in the wall for like the Minotaurs to charge through, but the Minotaurs destroy the gate so fast that realistically it doesn't feel that useful to have them. I don't know. We'll mull that over. I think we should be fine. I think. Okay, set up in L'Enguil with. Oh, it's Luon. Luon's back. Of course he is. Little scamp that he is. You know what? Because if we send in Morty first, then Morty can help out. Well, no, Morty will be able to get the trait, which is not that bad. Do I just auto-resolve this? I'm kind of tempted to, but I don't think my flying ladies would survive. I need them to gain some ranks, so I guess we'll have to fight it. We're sending in Morty! Good old Morty. He's leading the charge. And there's our Gorbel. And here comes Taurox forces charging in as reinforcements. And we're keeping back Morty's forces just, well, because they'd probably get melted by arrows. Well, they just take too much damage, basically. Fortunately, here come our Harpies to ruin the infantry's day. To smash down the gates and go and flap in their faces. Here comes the rest of our infantry. The Sons of Goros always seem to take a lot of damage every single battle. There's Dave, Mark, and Jeremy moving over to go and spend some time with the summoned Cygor, who doesn't realise that basically he's dead soon. He will fade away. What colour is he? Is he red as well? He is a red. He's a red boy. He's a sunburnt Cygor. Okay, we're inside the city, and actually, maybe the Bretonnians have got the memo, because they haven't actually put anyone like in front of the gates, which is a terrible idea. However, they still have some infantry standing in our way, and yeah, well, yeah, I mean, we know what happens to them, don't we? I think the lady blesses those who don't stand in front of Minotaurs, to be honest. So, yeah. I don't even know where he came from. Okay, we're going to go and head for the city centre. Meanwhile, Morty's forces and a few of the Minotaurs engaging some Bretonnian forces that have actually come down to like try and protect the gate, maybe try and retake it once the Minotaurs have moved on. It's not going to work out very well for them because, I mean, even these guys should be able to deal with a bunch of Knights of the Realm. So carnage over there. More units actually moving in. I guess these are units that were stationed at the other gates, and they've since moved in to try and like stop us. I guess they don't really want to go after the giant horde of Minotaurs that are now making their way towards the city centre. And there's only some Knights of the Realm and trebuchets defending the city centre. We're kind of like a bit spaced out. There's a little brace scream from who was it? Motorheads. That's it. From Motorhead. There's actually quite a big engagement going on here as some knights have thrown themselves in against basically a menagerie of our forces, but it's not working out very well for them. We've actually got some Gors. It's different. They're like Minotaurs but smaller. Can you imagine? Are they more efficient? No. And they're not bad. And there we go. The enemy army is shattered. Okay, we can... Oh, you know what? I'll raise into file because that'll give you the growth. We get the charge bonus and recruitment of cavalry units, which is not that useful, but never mind. It's just getting... It's getting little Morty, a little herd of its own, you know. It'd be lovely. Oxel Rose. Let's give you... I quite like Enfeebling Foe, although to be honest, with this many Minotaurs, I mean, it's quite difficult to focus on one enemy lord. You just kind of like, just blob them until everyone's dead. And when I say everyone, I mean literally everyone. Good. So I could go Quarter More Slip. That would give you some more melee defense. Should make you fairly tanky. And I like that idea, so let's do that. Let's get the Pit Hovel. And we also need to give you something like this, because I'm gonna put some gore in your army just as soon as I can actually recruit them. Unrelenting Warherd 2. You're not going to be a Minotaur horde. You're going to be like a, you know, general sort of thing horde. This is quite nice. The Mantle of Gore. Now that does reduce her armor. However, I mean, can you imagine that and Occam's Mind Razor being cast on a giant blob of Minotaurs, and just how much jam is going to be produced from that is quite stunning. Quite stunning indeed. Okay. Now, at least if they're going around resettling stuff, it takes some time to build it up. The idea being that if we can just trash every single one of their cities one by one, then basically it just weakens them, makes them easier to deal with. I'm just hoping that they don't confederate with other Bretonnian factions while we're busy sort of burning down their shit, because that could be where the problem comes. If they confederate with like one of the factions in the south, it's going to take so long to get down there and deal with them. Nice chopper I want. I mean, let's calm your tits. You want some military alliance, you want some money for it. I don't... Yeah, I'm alright. You might actually be quite useful. I don't know, but... it's worth a shot, isn't it? Gluttony. The herd is noisome and disgruntled, more so than usual even. They resent having to worship the herdstone for yet another night, and instead desire to feast and overindulge. What say you, Lord? Worship, you beasts. Okay, all damaged units fully replenished. Meh. Bestial Rage, don't really care. Melee Defense, nope. Recruit rank +6. Well, that one. I feel like the moon mechanic, one, the effects need to be changed, and I don't know what. Personally, I would say maybe it needs to like push you into maybe performing in a different way. Like, for example, maybe get extra bonuses for raising provinces or settlements or fighting armies or raiding even. Things like that. So, like, I don't know. I feel like the moon mechanic should just work significantly more different than it is at the moment. The Beastmen do need an overhaul at some point. The poor buggers. The poor little buggers. Okay, let's get Morty down here. We will burn Castle Artois. Let's get you in there to help out. Okay, and we also want to put DY texts onto Taurox the Brass Ball, and that's going to give him regeneration, which is quite nice. And I'm just going to burn... Oh, no! I knew that would bloody happen. Okay, I'm just going to raise it. Jesus, Taurox, do you want to... You left more... Oh, God, you've left Morty behind. That's not good. That's bad. He'll probably be alright, but... You can't just run away like that. You can't just leg it, the drop of a hat. That's not how this works. Right, let's replace our harpies. I feel like I might be replacing my harpies quite a lot. It feels like they are... Like, auto-resolve does not like the beautiful flying ladies. Okay, let's get Primal Instincts, then we can go for the Banquet of Flesh. The stench of raw and rotten meat causes others to balk, but the warherd revels in flesh and... Oof. More speed, an extra charge bonus. Not that I really think you need more charge bonus, but you'll get it. Tell you what, Barmu, go and destroy Marienburg. Oh, I forgot about Grungzint, didn't I? Never mind. I think we're doing okay. I feel like Luon is on the back foot, which is good. Now, what I want to do afterwards is I want this. I want the Sword of Cain, because I feel like giving a very angry metal bull who can no longer, like, scratch his balls the ultimate weapon. I mean, that just seems like something that needs to happen, doesn't it? I feel like that needs to happen. That definitely needs to happen, and then we can go on more of a rampage. I mean, I feel like our rampage has been pretty successful so far. You know, I mean, we've wandered around, we've burned a lot of shit, but you know, we've really only been fighting the Empire and now Bretonia, and I feel there's a lot more people out there that need to be, you know, well and truly run over by a horde of Minotaurs. Hello. Oh, Carcassonne? Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't really... I'll kill them too. I'm not overly concerned. Encircled Prey. So, Chaos Warhounds, Razor Gourd Herd and Harpies get more melee attack, and Centaurs get more weapon strength, and everyone gets more speed. How fast am I? Okay, they're 75 speed now. I have... I've got 57 melee attack, 49 melee defense, 170 weapon strength, 75 speed Minotaurs who have berserk and physical resistance. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. It's all right. I'm hoping that maybe those other Bretonnian factions will resettle these ruined provinces for me, because then obviously Bretonnia can't, and that makes my life easier. Hello, what are you? Can you stab her? Failure. Failure. Never mind. Okay, what do we like here? So, I don't really care about that. We could just get them more tech, because we've got the money. It's going to give us more winds of magic. That gives us more weapon strength as well for all armies. And I think if there's something my Minotaurs are just screaming out for, it's definitely the ability to reduce enemies to their component atoms faster. Oh, son of a... Okay. What's this? Bestial Rage, recruit rank for... Oh, whatever. Whatever. Right, Morty's apparently solitary. Apparently the right... Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking Carl's back! How? Okay. Okay. Let's raise into file for the growth. Ooh, the Banner of Outrage. Frenzy. Does that mean I could give... Does that mean I could give some... Ooh, and the Eye of Morslip, a Cygor. Right. Does that mean I could give my boys Frenzy as well as what they already are? Because if so, I mean, a Barbarian, no. No, no, no. Can you... Wait, no, not that one. I was looking at this and this. So I could just grab all these guys. Fuck it, let's do that. I feel like... I feel like Taurox army is, you know, fine. I mean, he's not really going to have too much problem. He's got more speed. He's now got a speed of 81. He can outrun horses. I don't want to build any of that. How much growth do we have? 7. How much growth do we need for a new thing? 10? Fucking hell. I feel like maybe if we go for the... A pile of flesh. Do you really... Okay, amount of blades. Now that gives more armor. So we could get 50 more armor, 12 more melee attack, and more recruit rank, which I quite like the idea of, because that's going to buff up our Minotaurs, and that sounds pretty fucking awesome. So we're going to do that. That's what I'm aiming for at the moment. We're going to grab magical reserves, because I want arcane conduits, if we can get that one. And let's get you over here so we can... check out how the fuck is Carl back? I knew he'd be back. In my heart of hearts, I knew he'd be back. It's going to be a real problem to deal with bloody... I need... I mean, you know, he's weak, right? He shouldn't be able to... I can just see him confederating, though. It's like he's got one province. He's probably got one state troop called Martin, who's shoddily dressed, and then fucking Ostland's going to be like, oh, would you like us to confederate with you? Because, you know, you seem like you're on the rise. And then before you know it, he's got 50 fucking provinces and steam tank fucking divisions. But that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. I'm not salty. Let's get Shadow Hides. And Metallica is going to get Deadly Onslaughts, because anything that makes him more killy is good. It's all good. We could get that. Weapon strength. I'm going to do it. You can't go wrong with just, you know, piling on more weapon strength on top of everything else. Let's just go for it, see what happens. War declared between the Reichland and Crooked Moon. What the fuck happened there? Oh, the undead did. Okay. Apparently my Bray Herb was destroyed. Ugh. What you gonna do? Ooh, Clan Creepus. Could Clan Creepus be our friends, maybe? Could we... We need allies, don't we? We can't destroy the world by ourselves. We need help. We need help. What weapon strength do my Minotaurs have now? 191. That'll do it. Right, we need to smash Fort Begbie, which has quite a lot of people in it. The Banner of Outrage, Frenzy, and more melee attack. I'm going to give that to you boys. Which means, yep, you have Frenzy. You've got Frenzy and Berserk and Blood Greed. Now, I'm going to get... We're going to bring in old Morty to help on this one, I think. We're going to need his assistance. I don't think we need it, but the auto-resolve on this is always woefully out. But this garrison doesn't look particularly problematic, and these battle pilgrims are, I'm going to be honest, probably not going to be too much of a problem. But Luon's back. Apparently Luon's been ransoming captives. What a blackguard. Now, what settlements do they have left? So, it looks like if we could just destroy Marienburg and Grungzint, then with any luck, Luon's out, but the Empire's back. But we can go down and nip that in the bud as well. Although at this point, it's starting to feel a bit like whack-a-mole, isn't it? Never mind, we'll get the Sword of Cain, and we can play whack-a-mole with the Sword of Cain. That'll work. But that'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.